Hi and welcome to this edition of Out the Box. My name's Paul Sillers of Firewall.news, and today in this episode we're going to be looking at this, which is the new to Australia Ubiquiti G3 Micro, the micro camera. These have been around for a little bit but never had Australian power connectors on these, so these are newly available at the point of creating this. It's only been around for a few weeks here in Australia. So let's have a look. As you know, with all of these, this is not a big technical overview. This is more to show you what you actually get in the box. There's plenty of stock images around, but it's always nice to see what you get in the box. So obviously my first job is to try and get the nice plastic covering off this. So just bear with me. We'll just try and open this up on here on the desk. There we go. It's almost coming out. At the starting point. Here we go. Right. So we're going to open this up and give you just a first look of what you get in there. So in the top there is your get starting guide. Now this is a wireless camera. So this is the one of the first ones in the Ubiquiti range that's actually wireless. It has no Ethernet cable. It can take power over Ethernet as its way of powering it, but it won't take network connectivity that way. So to configure this, you need to use an app on your smartphone to be able to connect to it via Bluetooth and actually be able to configure it. But all the instructions are in there. So here's what you get in the box. So we're just going to lift the camera out and I'm just going to show you the camera first. So as I said, this is the Australian power version. So let's just lift this out of the box for you to actually have a look at. So this is actually quite similar in its construction to the way, if you've seen the Amplify mesh points. But anyway, here on this end you have the Australian power lug. I'm guessing there's probably in the region of 5 meters of cable in there. And then here's your camera. One of the smallest around. This has the ability to talk back as well as record. Obviously all managed in the normal software. It is a magnetic mounting system, so it has a number of plates. I'll show you the different connections in the back. So it's really good fitted to be able to fit in, and obviously this, if I move it, obviously going to give you a great lot of maneuverability and functions where you might decide to fix that. The power is pretty nice in the way it has again a magnetic connector in the back. You can just see me just join that in there for you. So if we take that away, then we have a little look of the extra components that we get in the box. So we have the Ubiquiti instant converter. So I don't know whether many of actually have seen these before. The ability of these to change power between 48 volt and 24 volt passive and vice versa. This one's specific for the G3 Micro because it has the special lug connector on the end there. So that will take your power over Ethernet from your switch and actually power this device. So like I said, just clicks in like that. Alright, so that's what else you get. We have a little look of the other components here in the box. Like I said, there's a number of mounting brackets and pads. So you have very much similar to the G3 camera, just a standard wall mounting bracket that you can clip on. You have a number of sticky tabs for the back of that. You have another wall plate. This, I believe, is an angled. This is an angled wall bracket. Already give you a bit of a wall mount on that already. Then we have the stand. So if some of you have actually seen these magnetic stands as options. So you can see with all the plates that I've showed you, there are 2 lugs in there, and on the back of this device are 2 lugs as well. So you can actually clip this into place onto all of the mounting places. So you have a nice little wall, could be desk plate. You can probably put sticky pads on there if you wanted to, sit on top of the desk. You could probably use this if you wanted to mount it on the wall, although I'd suggested use some of the other plates to do that. So it's a multi-functional base, and this is generally meant for sitting on a desktop or something like that that you might want to use it for. So again, all of them clip in similar to that. We've got other recess mounts, so if you've need to push this back into the wall, various other loops and connectors. So there are quite a few other little bits and pieces in. You've got screws and raw plugs for that, some other clips, you've got some other Velcro tabs and other fixing methods. So it's all based around that. This is the back part, the magnetic part, so it's how you choose to fix that on the wall, inset it into the wall, on a desk stand, and then your camera actually fits onto that. So I thought that would be a good look at all the items you get in the box, and hopefully quite useful. Great little camera. I know that there's another one coming out shortly at the point of this called the Flex that we will see in due course. But great little camera with talkback features. So hopefully that's been useful. My name's Paul Sillers of Firewall News, and we've been looking at the Ubiquiti G3 Micro, the Australian version.